Today I've made my decision. I'm going to tackle my lavender. This is my lavender that has just progressed to dying, except for the weeds, of course. I've cleaned out the weeds a couple of times in here, but nothing has happened. This is some kind of grass I've pulled a few times. I think it came with the lavender. But you can see that my lavender is just dead. At first I thought it was not enough sun, maybe too much rain, since it was out in rainy periods, out from under this overhang, like that. So I put it under this overhang, but nothing happened. It's still gonna die, and I've decided I may pot those up in another little small pot, but I think they're gone. There's absolutely nothing green left on them at all. But I need this pot now for something else, so we're going to try that. And what I'm going to do is right over here at the other end. What I think I want to do is to take this Rozanne Geranium and put it over there. You can see how sprawled, this is just a single plant. You can see how sprawled out it is across this bed. A couple of shade plants getting buried, but that really doesn't matter. And there are quite a few weeds in there that I need to clean out. But since it's time to gather that up and, cut the tops off of it to refresh it, I think I would like to try that. Plus, this is my shade garden. It's mostly under these big maples. And since I'm going to cut it back, I think this is where I want to transplant it. We're kind of in a cool period now, in between a heat wave. And so I want to do that. And it's right, almost not in the center of that, but right in there is where our main drain is. And based on our sewer lines, at least this is what they tell us, they go right out between these two big giant trees. And the sewer lines are plugged, so we, as a maintenance thing, have that cleaned out once a year. At least that's what's worked so far, knock wood. I don't want them to crush this just as it's getting big and beautiful. So I want to pull that out of there and transplant it. And then I may make some adjustments for hellebore. I've got a hellebore here and a hellebore back in there. You can't even see it. It's kind of hidden by its rabbit guard. But the anemones are just about to pop. I love them, but I want to contain them between the two windows. But right here, I'm going to dig this up and put it in a pot. See how that works. Never had it in a pot before, but it's about time to try. So that's what I'm going to do. Meanwhile, that'll take care of a lot of this in here. But these are so pretty. I love that flower. But we're going to change it. Look at that. Gotcha, buddy. Guts and all. So anyway, I'm gonna dig this up. Okay, it's out and it's gone. That spot is where the main drain is. So I may have to worry about this and this. Got a lot of foxglove and little sprouts amongst the weeds. But I'm going to probably take that pile and scarf a few blooms to put in bud vases. And then I'll clean the rest of that out. But meanwhile, let's transplant over into the new pot. Okay, got everything pulled up over here. And I don't know if these things are worth trying to save or not. I don't think they are. I think it would be a waste of time. So they're just going into the dumpster. We got nice dirt in here. I mean, it was new dirt from a new bag of potting soil. Since it thrives on lean soil, maybe that's where I went wrong. But how am I going to fill up a whole thing of soil like this unless I use a bag of dirt? So they're gone. A couple of shrooms. And then make sure those little spots of clover are gone. There we go. That looks pretty good. Now, okay. Now this is what we've got. No, not plant it too low. There it is. Let me see. This is kind of a big moist hunk, and I'll trim that down. But let me push this back in around and get it back in there nice and solid. There, this root, we'll hope that will bury itself and get down in there nicely. Now, I'm going to get the shears and I'm going to trim off the sticks. I'm talking about these sticks that really don't have anything on them and they're not going to grow anything. Oops, that little bug on me. So, just kind of trim those down so it won't look real tacky. And then the only thing I would have left to do is to wait and see if this does grow in. If I get most of the spots off of it, then maybe I can tell if it's deteriorating further in this pot. Now I will get a pot of water and put it on. I don't know if my hose reaches this far. Only got a 50-footer out here. There. I think I'm going to let that be for a day or two and then take a second look. Now there is my cut back Rozanne Geranium, but we cut it back and moved it same time. So I'm going to see. I'll go in and get the water pitcher and we'll water it. But meanwhile, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.